So the Nothing Phone 3 was accidentally leaked by Nothing CEO Carl Pei himself by showcasing the newly redesigned status bar of the Nothing OS. Is this an accidental leak, or did Carl Pei intentionally leak it to generate hype? Either way, we are getting our first look at the front of the Nothing Phone 3. Not only that, but the surprising part is that the phone image shows a new third button below the power key, which I assume is the action button. Carl Pei hints at the action button, which you can customize with apps similar to the iPhone. It seems like they are continuing to copy Apple's features and mock them, first with the design and now with the action button, and saying it's just a coincidence. Anyway, I know that these are the initial render images, but have you noticed that the screen bezels are slimmer than the phone 2? Which is good to see. The Nothing Phone 3 looks great with the Nothing OS on. According to the leak, the Nothing Phone 3 might come with the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, which is currently popular in the market for affordable flagship phones. As we know, Nothing makes smartphones in similar segment. For those who are unaware, the 8S Gen 3 is based on a 4nm process, but it may not outperform the 8 Gen 3 in terms of performance. Qualcomm has stated that this CPU is meant for affordable flagship phones and it lives up to that name. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the back design of the phone yet, but we have a good idea of what it will come with. The iconic glyph interface will most likely be featured on the back design. Furthermore, there will be 3 cameras on the phone, which are anticipated to offer more functions compared to other brands offering only 2 megapixel or 5 megapixel cameras in the name of microlens. It's safe to say that nothing will exceed these expectations. Coming back to the Nothing OS, Nothing has done a great job with the quick setting bar. Honestly, I like this new look more than previous one. It is more minimal and organized. However, there are still a few changes that could be made, such as getting rid of red and black theme accent and adding some new fonts for customization in the settings. Additionally, redesigning the lock screen for more appealing look would be a great idea. Overall, it seems that Nothing Phone 3 will surpass the previous Nothing phone in terms of sales. With the addition of new features and redesign elements based on user feedback, Phone 3 is expected to be a big surprise. So what do you think of this Phone 3? Let me know in the comments. With that being said, subscribe if you like, and I will see you in the next one.